Well, I'm out at the farm today. The farm. Anyway, it's a beautiful November day. It's the 6th of November, and man, you can't ask for better weather in November than what we're having right now. I'm just getting a few things ready for winter. One is one of the beehives out here. I'll show you a little bit of that in a minute, but I thought while I was rearranging things and had this tractor out, I'd do a quick review on it and tell you why I bought it and why I like it. Hang on. So what you're looking at here is a Massey Ferguson 2605H. It's a utility tractor. They call them heavyweight utility tractors, and I'd say they're about right on that. This one is 55 horsepower. You can get them 45, 55, I think 65 and 75, all in the same chassis with effectively the same engine or very similar. I bought this tractor a couple years ago, and it replaced a 175 I had with a loader out here. And well, 175s are great tractors. There's nothing wrong with them. I did want a little bit more versatility and frankly ease. So anyway, I rationalized the purchase. So far this thing has not let me down. I really like it, and for what I have here, it's perfect. I've added rear weights primarily for ballast on the loader, which is definitely, even though these are a lot heavier than let's say a compact style tractor with the same horsepower, you still need those ballast weights to lift what the loader is capable of. Why otherwise did I like it? Well, I like it because it is really old school Massey Ferguson. You know, in my view, what made Massey Ferguson their tractors great over a long period of time is just the way they're constructed. You know, this thing is all cast iron. This rear end and so forth is very similar to what you would have found on a 165, 175, etc. back in the day. Same way with the lift system and so on. It came with adjustable arms, which are handy, and category 1 and 2 balls. It does come with a category 2 top link. In this case, I just have one here so I can run a category 1 implement on it. They do come with a heavy duty drawbar as well. Mine came with a single remote, which is all I need on this tractor. But what I like about it is these are really constructed the way the old ones were. The gear shift configuration is different. You know, this is your high-low range here, and that's a 4-speed transmission. So, you know, you got 8 forward speeds and frankly 8 reverse speeds. This is a shuttle shift here for forward reverse, and you don't have to be stopped. You can flip this back and forth while the tractor's still rolling if you need to. Otherwise, pretty nice open platform, easy to get up and, you know, on and off of. The fueling's right there on the, you know, near the ground, which is nice, especially if you're doing fuel cans. I do have a tank out here, so it's not as big of a deal. Still pretty handy just to get to. This is a 4-wheel drive model, as you can tell, or front wheel assist, whichever way you want to put it. They're all steel. You know, there's no fiberglass or plastic, you know, as far as the bodywork goes on these. I've got obviously the bucket on right now, but I got forks and a grapple for this one too, and both things get used quite a bit when I'm out here, at least. But heavy duty, you know, I mean, this thing is just really well constructed, and you know, if the choice were between 50 to 60 horsepower compact, or this machine. For me, this machine is it all day long. I just think it's far heavier made. One of the things I like about what Massey does in this type of tractor is their front differential is offset to the side, so the drive shaft is not the lowest thing on the tractor. Your drive shaft is coming across, the side of the chassis, if you will, far more protected. If you look at a similar John Deere, I think they're 50, 55 or something like that, that drive shaft's right down the center of the tractor. It also causes the tractor to be, taller as well, which in my view is not necessarily an advantage. But I do like the fact that the drive shafts along the side, both front and rear axles, run planetary gear sets for reduction. That's a time-tested feature of this type of Massey, if you will. If you look at my 180 in there, it's got planetaries as well. 165s, 175s, they all have the same thing. You also get the, draft control, which you wouldn't get in a compact, or in most compact tractors. I won't say that, I don't know them all, so there may be a compact with draft control, but who knows. Lighting and all that's great, it's good on it. The loader's great. I've had no issues with it. You've got accelerator pedal, you've got differential lock here, and even the quadrant here on your 3-point hitch quadrant is almost exactly. In fact, if we went in and looked at the Massey 35 in there, it's virtually the same exact thing. So long running track record of success with the tractors. Is there anything I don't like about it? No. Not really. The only thing I do wish it had, I wish it had multi-power, man. I love multi-power. You can just flip the switch and kind of split your gears, if you will. And I do like multi-power, but alas, they don't have multi-power anymore, or at least they don't have it in this style tractor, that kind of thing. Obviously, most tractor, real tractor transmissions, and I shouldn't say real, big tractor transmissions today are far more sophisticated than multi-power ever was, but in the day it was pretty nice. I still like it. I have multi-power on the 180 and the 150 in there, and it gets used all the time. So I like it. For me, this makes a whole lot more sense for what I do here than a high horsepower compact would have been. Plus, it frankly was less expensive than a high horsepower compact, and I'm certain that the performance, it would be far better, especially ground engaging, tillage tools, things like that are far better with this machine. The engine is effectively a copy of the old Perkins 3-cylinder diesel, highly modified for the modern era, entirely different injection system and so forth. But this tractor has no regen, no DPF, no DEF, none of that. So, it's kind of a unicorn in these days for that reason. And that's great. I've got a little 1840E, similar age, and it regens every probably 40-ish hours, 50 hours maybe, which is not a big deal. You can keep running it, when it's regenning, but nevertheless, this has none of that. You don't have to think about it. So I like it. Again, a 2605H. I'm sure This will be with me for a long time. There is just no reason for me to ever have to think about something different out here. This tractor really fits the bill. Very versatile, you know, handles everything I want to do out here and more. That's probably frankly overkill in many ways, but you know, I kind of say not really, because if I had a smaller tractor, I am certain that well, I know for a fact that I would have things that I want to lift and do and so forth that the smaller tractor wouldn't do for me. So I like it. Now, I've said that probably too many times in this video already, but I think it's a great tractor. You know, it's you know, there was a reason why the Masseys, the 20, 30, 35s, the 135s, 165s, and all that were some of the most produced and used tractors in the world. They were well-engineered machines, and they did the job, and they did it reliably. And this is the direct descendant of those kind of machines, constructed in the same way, basically. You know, the way this tractor is constructed is it's heavy all the way around. There's no real shortcuts on it, you know, and just in the long experience I've had with the Massey machines, I know this thing's gonna last me for a long time. So anyway, that's a quick one on the 2605H. If you're in the market for that kind of tractor or a high horsepower compact, I would sure take a hard look at one of these, because I think they're just they're I don't think you go wrong, put it that way. Can't get a hydrostatic on it, which is okay with me. Now let's check out the bees. So I've just brought one hive out here, and I'm kind of out today putting them to bed for the winter, so to speak, or getting them ready. This box had about a frame of honey across 3 frames in it. Didn't have very much, so I pulled it off because they don't need that space over the winter time. And what they're doing right now is they're cleaning out that all that's there, and we're taking it back to the hive. So I opened that up when I first got here, knowing that if I had any honey, I would want to let them have at it before, so they can utilize what's there, and they'll store it away. Good news is that they've got a lot of weight in there already, and the hive's looking pretty healthy. So I think, you know, original plan was I was going to bring it back into town with the rest of them, but I think I'm going to leave it out here for the winter, and we'll see how it goes. But it does not take them long to find it, and I'm surprised that it isn't already all cleaned out by now. So it won't be much longer. It'll be all cleaned out. Otherwise, I just like being out here, you know. And my original plan was to plow up a little bit of this ground and work it up and get some winter wheat planted. Nah, my time didn't work out, and I'm a little bummed about that, because I want to use a little combine on it. So now my debate is, do I go ahead and work some up anyway and throw in some rye, which I think I still have a window of opportunity for that, just for kicks, if nothing else. And I haven't decided yet, but kind of leaning toward it. I'm feeling a little lazy though, and I've got a couple of pretty good sized projects at the house. I had a huge oak tree come down, and it's taken me a while to get that thing cut up. I still have a little work to do on that, and I'm, you know, guilty, feeling like I should get that done first. But I'm also kind of like, I wouldn't mind spending some time out here throwing the plow on the back of the 2605H, working up a little bit of ground, and then throwing a disc on probably the 150 and making it happen. So I got like a short window of time to decide. I think you can get, I know of guys that have thrown rye down in December and gotten something out of it. I think that's pushing it. So my window is probably here in the next week-ish or so. I need to check the weather, see what we got coming up. And then I need to find the seed. I don't know, interestingly, if I ask for, I'm just, rye cover crop seed, basically. But people act like, what are you talking about? I don't know how that goes. So anyway, if you know a seed source around eastern Kansas, let me know. Thanks. Otherwise, appreciate you watching.